Good day! I'm Dr. Wilfredo S. Tagle, urologist, and welcome to Medical PracTIPS, a series of tips and tricks to help you start your medical practice. Today's episode will be continuation on the last week's episode of image build-up. We will now discuss the 5 E's on personal branding. In making your personal branding, we will focus on 5 E's. Number 1, expertise. Expert ka ba dyan? Number 2 is expression. Number 3 is emotion. Number 4 is engagement. And number 5 is everything else. Okay. For the first E is expertise. The core behind every doctor's personal brand is their expertise. You have to be expert in your own field. And expertise will be the skills that you have built and developed over the years of studies, internship, residency training, and the practice of medicine. As a doctor, it is important to constantly hone or refine these skills to achieve mastery on your craft. Now, for the second is stands for expression. Expression is how you express and show your expertise to your patients and colleagues. Will you be the type focused on details? Ikaw ba ay makulit or detalyado? Or will you focus on the bigger picture? Will you be a problem solver? Or palagi ka bang nagsisisi? Or will you generate ideas and stimulate everybody else to think about what you are doing? Then, on the third E stands for emotion. What emotion do you want to show? Masaya ka ba lagi? Or nagpapanik ka ba? Aside from the skills you've developed and how you show it, what emotions do you want your patients to feel? Kasi pag natatakot ka, ang patient matatakot din. Adding emotions to your personal brand as a doctor will give your image a third dimension. Will you be a happy doctor or a serious doctor? You must be aware of the emotions you give to your patients and colleagues. And if this should be strengthened or changed, you have to do it. That's why you have to reevaluate your emotions. Now, for the fourth E, stand for engagement. How do you engage to your patients? How do you engage to your colleagues? Think about your patients. Do you limit this to professional settings, such as being contracted only in your clinic hours? Or you can be text. Pwede ka bang tawagan? Pwede ba sila mag-send ng Viber? Or any communication. At this point in time, there are a lot of ways to communicate to your patients and your patients to you. So that's its engagement. The way you engage with your audience or your patients can lead to perception or how accessible you are, because there are a lot of doctors who don't want to give access to their patients except for through their clinics. And more accessible you are, the more engagement you will have with your patients. And mas maganda yon. Okay, for the fifth E stands for everything else. Ano ba yung pinagagawa mo? Think about what else can you share, what your hobbies. Ikaw ba ay golfer para maganda ang dating mo sa patient? Or ikaw ba ay plantito o plantita? Those are the habits. Or ikaw ba ay mahilig sa ganitong band, sa K-pop? But, of course, try to avoid discussions with your patients. Huwag kayong makikipagtalo. Okay? And, as much as possible, avoid topics like politics and religion. Okay? Are you a doctor who is also a photographer? Maganda rin yun, yung iyong mga skills. Use these hobbies and passions. How can you add values to the lives of your patients? Because through that, nagkakaroon kayo ng more engagement to your patients and more, you will know your patients more and your patients will know you more. Everything else is about you will make you different from the rest. Okay? So that's it for today. Tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. for the latest episode of Medical PracTIPS. Okay? See you! Bye-bye!